What's that way? Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and let you know. I don't watch the feed. I don't watch the feed unless I'm watching a replay usually. But it's not that hard. I don't think you'll zone out. But if you do, I'll keep an eye on it for you. Nah, the only time we really only time that Zoom is maybe on a breakaway when you just focus on one thing. But other than that, you're pretty good to just make sure you can see the offensive zone and the defensive zone, and then first time doing this, I think. I think it'll be all right. It's not that bad.
Hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Youth Center. Westshore Bears, Saanich Express. 50-50 tickets at the merch table are open up on the main golf course. Some swag. Players. 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the visiting Saanich Express. Double zero, Alex Fouquet. Number 96, Eric Howarth. Number 2, Mike Johansson. Number 4, 5, Mason Lowe. 6, Cooper Ward. Number 7, Ben Whitaker. Number 8, Sebi Cadero. Number 9, Rick Upshaw. 10, AJ Garcia. Number 11, Ethan Whitfield. 12, Devin. 16, Sam Jones. Number 19, Robert Tucker. Number 21, Joe Sir. 23, Jason Boruski. 27, Hauser. Number 32, Andrew Sam. Number 51, Sonny Miller. Coaching staff, sorts of totally tight right top. Visiting Saanich Express. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome your Westshore Bears. Starting with number 2, Dylan Hamilton. Number 3, Keegan Martin. Number 5, Dan Reyes. Number 7, Logan Wright. Number 9, Marcus Leo George. Number 11, Arman Soni. Number 12, Colby Condon. Number 14, Colton Cron. Number 15, Tyler McKee. Number 16, Tanner McKee. Number 17, Hayden Carter. Number 18, Connor Trent. Number 19, Bailey McKee. Number 21, Axel Shepard. Number 22, Olivia LaFont. Number 23, Leland Vince. Number 25, Preston Corbin.
Number 26, Will Perry. Number 27, Mike Perry. Number 35, coaching staff, McKenna, and WJLL. The official for tonight's game of live and white chocolate on 30 violent. Westshore Bears, Saanich, also known as Saanich. Now, if you're able, please rise. Move your hands. Join us with the Canadian national.
Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the Q Center here in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, for tonight's matchup between the Westshore Bears and the Saanich Express on BC Sports TV. I'm Jake Foster with the call, and we'll be hanging out for the next couple hours here in what should be an exciting game as these two teams sit atop the league right now. Saanich Express coming in with a perfect 9-0 record, and the Westshore Bears not far behind with an 8-1 record themselves. So we should be in for a great night of lacrosse. Thank you for joining me on BC Sports TV, and a big shout out to all of our sponsors here that allow us to bring you live lacrosse for free on YouTube. Chase On Nutrition Fitness Coaching, 6 Mile Pub and Eatery, Jenner Chevrolet, Jess Patterson Wealth Management, and Sawyer Construction. They support us in order to bring you this product. If you have an opportunity to support one of them, we'd appreciate it. Anthems are sung. Players' names have been called. Now it's time to get down to business and play some lacrosse here. These two teams match up very closely to one another. Last time they met on May 25th, the Express came away with an 8-5 win, and the Bears will try and even up the season series tonight. And the first face-off, false start by the Bears, will go Express ball right off the start, and they'll swing it down low. Coming over top, left side here, shot on the run, and a good save there. That's Ty Reeve in net for the Bears. Alex Pachetti in net for the Express. Loose ball, tries to grab it with one hand. Now it does. Good pressure there by the Express, but the Bears managed to bobble it over the mid-9. Now it's coming back the other way with a big hit. His board gets across the midline. He's patiently waiting for some support off the bench. Hands it over to the lefty half boards. Pick and roll. Look inside. Coming across. Couple fakes and a goal. Quick work there by the Saanich offense. Getting the 5-man on the floor Board hands it off, throws it down to the half boards, and a textbook pick and roll right there. Good job coming across the crease, throws a couple fakes, goes back short side, and he's able to beat Reeve inside the post to give the Express an early 1-0 lead here. Right off the draw, the Bears with an opportunity. As Joe Zer on the goal for the Express. Ball picked up by the Bears behind the cage now. Scanning, hits the man up top. He's got time and space, takes a shot, and that one's off the left foot of Pachetti. Rebound will go over the midline, but no over and back there as it was off the goalkeeper, and the Bears will pick it back up. Fresh 30 seconds for the Bears now. Swung over to the left side at the half boards. Bobbles it a little bit. Puts the ball in his right hand. Swings it back up top. A little bit of a hitch step. Comes around and shot, and that one's off the left arm of Pachetti. Over the head check. Pries the ball loose. Now we've got an opportunity. And an underhand shot there right into the stick of Pachetti. Pachetti being tested early there. Gets the ball and throws it away at the midline, and the Bears are back. That pass just tips off a stick, and the Express are able to get out of the zone. Miller now on the righty half boards. He'll flip it, go for a change. This is Hauser. Toe drags underneath. Now behind the cage. Good pressure there. Throws it up top, shot on the run. That one's off the right shoulder of Reeve, and there's going to be a crease call on the Express going back Bears ball. Legging it out himself is Johansson. He'll swing it down to the righty half boards. Swung over to the lefties, down low. Over top, back to the top position, over to the right side now, waiting for a pick. Kind of got one. Swings it down low to the lefty now. Underneath. Bears are running out of time here. Tries to throw it in front, goes off a stick, and a good defensive stand there by the Express. Here's Zunti up top. Little pick and roll, throws it inside. Good slide by the Bears defense to disrupt that pass. Loose ball now being kicked around, and the Bears will be able to come up with it. Bears now working in the offensive zone along the half boards. Swings it to the man coming off the bench, and he's going to have a go, and that's off the helmet of a defender. Loose ball, stays Bears ball. Swing pass across, bounce shot. That one's off the right shoulder pad of Pachetti there and bounces out of bounds. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Bears. Let's see what the Bears can do to it. Man, cutting across, a good cut and a good find inside there. Didn't have the time and space. Swings it to the man and the shot inside. And Pachetti has been standing tall so far in the first 4 minutes of this first period. Here's Hauser underneath. Flip pass to the man off the bench, and a couple defenders there to stand him up. Now up top. Back to Hauser. And a shot that hits a man in front and goes into the corner, and the Bears will pick it up. Now the Westshore Bears will go to work in the offensive zone. Man cutting far side, screaming for it. Didn't get it, though. Maybe a little bit too tight, too early in the shot clock. Down low to the lefty crease position. Couple picks over top, slips it inside, trying to give it to the man there. And that misses everybody, but Pachetti gets an arm on it and causes a reset. Now the pass, trying to break it out. Disrupted by the forecheck of the Bears, and that'll bounce out of bounds. It'll be white ball once again. Bears working around the top. Swinging it over to the left side. Back to the right side. Left side to the man coming across here. Good defense by the Express. Behind the net now. And the Express will pick it up and break out now. One hand on his stick, twirling it around, gets across the midline. And this is board. Flip it to Zunti and go for a change. Zunti now on the righty half boards. Down low into the corner. Fifth man off the bench for the Express. Gets the ball, swings it over to the left side. Comes over top the pick. Lowers his shoulder right to the middle and scores. Express with a good offensive set there that leads to a goal. Just gets over top, sees the contact coming, lowers that right shoulder as a lefty, gets to the middle of the floor, and he's able to beat Reeve short side. Once again, 2 goals for the Express so far, both of them on that short side. Maybe they recognize something or are trying to take advantage of it. That'll be Zer's second goal of the game. He's got both of them for the Express. Maybe he likes to go the hunting on that short side. Bears now looking to answer back. Tucks underneath and goes 5-hole and scores. Good play there in the offensive zone. Spins out of the contact, gets underneath, and able to find a little opening in the 5-hole there of Pichetti and sneak it in between the left leg and the stick. And now the Bears back within 1. Face-off controlled by the Express. That's LaPlante on the goal for the Bears. Here's Upshawn with a shot from a sharp angle into the stick of Reeve. The Bears, just over 6 minutes into this one, have found a way to solve Pichetti. Now here's a look from up top. And they find a 5-hole shot again. Back-to-back goals by the Bears. Both of them beating Pichetti 5-hole in very similar spots. Thought about it for a second, thought better of it. Takes that extra step, maybe got Pichetti moving a little bit from the right to left, and he's able to sneak it once again between that left leg and the stick, and we've got a tie game here.
Bears goal scored by number 27, Mike Perrier. Assistant number 19, Kale McKee.
Number 27, Mike Perrier on the goal for the Bears. Now the Express looking to get another one here, and that pass is picked off by the Bears. This is Will Perrier, brother of Mike, I can only presume. Hits the man cutting off the bench and just mishandled the pass. Maybe he was thinking about where he was going to shoot it already and forgot to grab the ball. Here's a look inside again. Bears doing a great job sending cutters through the middle. And here's a shot from outside that misses everything. And another shot right into the belly of Pichetti. Express across midline. Here's Hauser, hits the man coming off the bench. That's Upshawn. Upshawn back to Hauser. Hauser likes to do that little toe drag. Flips it back up to Upshawn. Swung over to lefties from deep. And a good job there by Reeve to get out to the top of the crease, cut down the angle and make the save. Long outlet pass, just a little bit far behind his man. And the ball going to the corner. It'll be a loose ball battle now. And a great job there by the Express, getting across hard. That will be A.J. Garcia with a great loose ball pickup. And he'll swing it down low to the left side now. Zunti up top. Flips it inside, and a great look and a beautiful finish there. Pretty looking passing play by the Express in the offensive zone. A great slip on the pick and roll. Got the defense to jump. Finds it inside and comes back short side. Reeve might have dropped a little bit early there, thinking he was going far side there on the inside. And Reeve, just like I said, drops early to that left side, and he brings it back and tucks it in the top left corner. And we got a 3-2 game.
Saanich goal scored by number 7, Ben Whitaker. Assist to number 12, Devin Zinti.
Here's Upshaw now in the offensive zone.
And that goal, 8-16.
Swings it to Board. He'll swing it to the lefty half boards, go set a pick. Board sets a great pick, and he's going to have a lane now on the run, left side, underhand shot, trying to go high on Reeve, and he makes a good save. And a crease violation called on the Express. It'll be Bears ball. Here's LaPlante with it now. He'll swing it down to the lefty crease. Here's Vince back to LaPlante. LaPlante calling for something. Flips it right into the middle there. No Bears players in sight, but bounces off a couple sticks. And the Bears have to take a last-second Hail Mary attempt on net. That misses and goes all the way down. That'll be a 30-second violation on the Bears. Hauser up top to Johansson. Swings it over to the left side. Cordero will flip it off. Hauser back up top. Toe drags again. Behind the net, looking to try and throw it in front, and picked off by the Bears. Hits the man streaking off the bench. Breakaway tries to go 5-hole, and a good save there by Pachetti. Once again, man off the bench. Pachetti stands tall twice in a row for 2 great looks for the Bears right in front of the net. And now the Express have numbers. Tries to slip it to the right side and bounces off. And the behind the back attempt there is stood up by Reeve. Here's Zunti up top on the right side. Comes around the pick, cuts to the middle. Takes an on-the-run shot that goes off the left toe of Reeve, and now it's a loose ball battle in the corner that's picked up by the Express. Body's on the floor now, and Reeve gets a stick on it. Reeve trying to throw an outlet pass, and that goes straight down, but Bears catch a lucky break as the LaPlante comes up with it. Now LaPlante all the way into the middle there. Tries to go back short side. I'd say he had the far side open there, but Pachetti does a good job standing tall there. Swim move there. Up top now. Here's Johansson. Over to the left side. Comes around a pick. Swings it over. Here's Whitaker from way outside, and that hits a body inside. And the Bears come up with it. And a long heave all the way down the floor. Pachetti able to grab that one, and he'll outlet to Johansson. Don't know if that long outlet pass is the one the Bears were looking for. Here's Hauser down low. Likes to hang that stick with the one hand. I don't know if coaches love that. Right through the middle is Zunti, and he takes a couple hits and gets a shot off that misses wide. And that'll be a 30-second violation. Just over 8 minutes to play left in this first period. Saanich with the lead 3-2. Flip inside. Here's LaPlante. Now we'll go far side there. Scores, but they're going to get a crease call on it. Upshawn on the righty side, swings it up top. Here's Johansson over to the lefty half boards. Cordero tries to get it across, and bobbling ball now going the other way for the Bears, and it's picked up. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And the Bears now get a change and get their offense back on the floor. Here's Vince. He'll swing it up top. Looking to the man inside. catches it and then throws it back out to Vince. Didn't have a shot. Look inside, and that one goes off the right pad of Pichetti. And as he goes to heave that, hits a man standing in front of the net and throws a little bit of a curveball on that. Reeve with a dangerous pass that gets picked off. Here's Whitaker now. And he scores, makes the goalkeeper pay. Reeve does a good job corralling the loose ball, trying to outlet it. I'm not sure what he saw as his man was well covered by Whitaker, who picks off the pass just inside the red line, gets down and takes a sidearm shot from about 20 feet out and goes 5-hole on Reeve.
Saanich goal to his second of the game, scored by number 7, Ben Whitaker.
Saanich, 4 goals and 2 goal scorers, 2 for Whitaker and 2 for Zur. Here's Hauser. He steps in from outside, trying to go short side, and that misses wide. Zunti picks up the rebound. 3 seconds left. Saanich just trying to get something on net, and they do. And the rebound's picked up by the Bears. They're now across center. Here's LaPlante up top. Couple picks there. Comes over top the seal and shoots, and that's right into the basket of Pichetti. Pichetti with a long pass that tips off of Reeve. And now Vince will pick it up, and he'll throw a bounce pass up to LaPlante. Swung over to the man off the bench. Sharp angle, takes a shot, and that's off the left pad of Pichetti. Left shoulder pad, I should say. Express now in the offensive zone. Tried to go underneath, nothing there. Wings it up top. This will be Johansson. He's got a one-on-one situation here. Takes a shot over the man, and that's off the right shoulder of Reeve. Now Johansson finds the rebound, goes for a crease dive, and they're going to say no bueno on that. Shot from outside. Finds it, gets able to sneak underneath, get to the middle, and a great attempt there, but referee says tippy toes around the green paint. Now the Bears go to work in the offensive zone. Swung on the lefty side. Comes through a couple checks. Comes around and tries to go short side on Pichetti and does a good job standing up there. And the rebound is going to be found by the Bears. That's Rant with it. Took it to the rack himself and then found the rebound as well. Here's Rant again from outside. And that one gets stuck in the pad of Pichetti. Hauser swings it across to the man coming off the bench. Whitfield. Hauser gets it back. Delayed penalty coming up. Off-ball slash being called on the Bears. And this will get picked up. And, off-ball high sticking called on the Bears. That will be number 16. Tanner McKee going to the penalty box. No, they do change it to a slash. And this power play is brought to you by Jenner Chevrolet. More than just a car dealership, Jenner Chevrolet is proud to be part of the community they serve. Since 1981, Jenner Chevrolet has been supporting local charities, schools, and, of course, lacrosse. When you buy from Jenner Chevrolet, you're not just supporting them, you're supporting a company that cares about the community they're involved in. We're going to get an off-ball push on the Bears, and it'll be express ball. And good break there for the Express as that shot clock was winding down. Power play going to work down to the righty crease. Righty shooter, top. Lefty shooter goes to set a seal, comes around it. Hauser steps into one, and sidearm shot goes wide, short side. Now we might have a fast break for the Bears. No, we don't. It's going to be too far in front. Pichetti directs that to the corner, and now the Bears will go to work on trying to kill this one off. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Express, and you're just joining us. Now the righties take their turn trying to kill some time. Pick and roll, slip inside. Thought about it for a second. Swing pass across to LaPlante. He's going to go underneath here. No, he's not. He's going to come over top. Spins back underneath. Jab steps out. Now spins underneath. Gets over top. And after the 30-second violation, pings one off the mask of Pichetti. Here's Zunti. He'll get it back. Upshawn now. Swung over to the lefty shooter. Back up top. Swing pass underneath. And they're just going to bat it down, and now we're going to have a breakaway for the Express. Tries to go back short side, and Pichetti standing up there with that left toe of his. That was Colton Grawn on the breakaway for the Bears. Didn't seem like he really wanted it, if I'm being honest. He was looking at the bench for some direction, and it seems he had to get told to go take that one to the rack. And we're going to get a penalty here for holding on the Express just as the Bears penalty expires. And this power play is brought to you by 6 Mile Pub and Eatery. Are you looking for the perfect place to enjoy great food and drinks with your friends and family? Look no further than 6 Mile Pub and Eatery. This local favorite has won consecutive Reader's Choice Awards for Best Pub thanks to its friendly staff, beautiful heritage property, and amazing food and drink offerings. Whether you're looking for a quick bite or a relaxing night out, 6 Mile Pub is the place to be. Now let's see if the Bears can cut this lead down to 1 before the end of the period here on the man advantage. Up top, over to the lefty shooter. Couple up picks and a great look there. Good job by the Bears power play, creating some space, sending the man from up top down to the righty crease to set a seal. The righty crease man comes up and seals the righty shooter's defense, and the ball gets swung, and there's a nice open lane right in the middle. And that's the shot that they want. Good drawn up play there, but just misses wide. Ball's loose now. Good pressure put on by the Bears. And Reeve will just flip it to the man behind wisely, as his last outlet pass maybe didn't go as well as he'd hoped. 1:08 left in the period, 1:12 in the penalty. And here's a shot that goes off the defender. And it'll bounce, and Bears will get it back. They got to go to the net here. 6 seconds left. And an underhand shot. Pichetti didn't know where it was for a second, and it squeaks out behind the net. And it's picked up by the Express. Board doing a great job of going right through the defense there, and he gets into the far corner. Now he gets himself into some trouble with a double team coming by the Bears, and a good job to strip it. After a loose ball battle, this is going to be a 30-second violation on the Express. 21 seconds left in the period. Let's see if the Bears go 6 here. No, they will not. Content with the one-man advantage. Don't need the 2. Back and forth between the lefties and the righties. And LaPlante just takes a shot here. And time expiring, and there's a long drive from outside that bounces off Pichetti and out of bounds. 1.6 left in the period here. Bears are going to have one last attempt to get something directed towards the cage. Swung up top, and the shot goes into the stick of Pichetti. He makes the save, and he quickly hops up, getting ready to go for the intermission. 20 minutes in the book here at the Q Center. Express got the scoring started and scored 2 in a row, but the Bears answered back with 2 of their own. And now the Express scored 2 more following that as well. It's been a game of Pairs so far tonight. 2 goals for Zur and 2 goals for Whitaker for the Express. And we will take a brief break here on BC Sports TV and be back in just over 10 minutes for some second period lacrosse action. Grab a drink, grab a coffee, grab some snack, and we will be back.
Hey, man. Oh.
I'm usually down and watch by myself.
Okay. It's alright. If you do, I'll make sure they know it wasn't me. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're chilling. Look at you all dapper tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And welcome back to BC Sports TV for some second period action between the Westshore Bears and the Saanich Express. I'm Jake Foster on the call. And 4-2 in favor for the Express going into this second period. And we're seeing a goaltender change here for the Bears, as now in net is Kieran Harvey. Quick look inside, behind the back shot, misses short side. And now the Bears flipping it forward. I don't know if you needed to do that. Had a 2-on-0 almost and tried to headman it to the man in front, and that flip pass goes over, and now the Bears will set up for an offensive zone possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bears in the far corner. Got to get a shot on net, and just trickles one into Pachetti, and he's able to easily come up with that. Here's Garcia up the near side. Gets a pick over top, and maybe a little bit too hard for the officials' liking, and they're going to call that a moving pick. And another long pass by the Bears, looking for a breakaway, and coming back the other way now. The Express with a 2-on-1, and a good save there by Harvey as he sees his first action of the evening. Express now working it around. Pick and roll inside. Here's Lowe. Throws a couple fakes. Tries to go back short side off the post into the corner, and the Bears come up with the loose ball. Good job dancing around the crease. And another pass just thrown away by the Bears. That's 3 already in this first 2 minutes of the second period. And I don't know what the Bears need to do to figure out to take care of the ball. The unforced turnovers, it has been all Express so far in the second period. And here's a shot from over top, and Harvey does a good job making the save. And we're going to have an interference call in front of the net. Here's Cordero on the near side. He'll swing it over. Hauser on the righty half boards back to Cordero. And he fakes, goes underneath, and we're going to have a penalty called on the Bears here. And this power play is brought to you by Jess Patterson Wealth Management. Jess Patterson Wealth Management is a leading financial advisory firm with over 95 years of experience in helping Canadians achieve their financial goals. With a team of dedicated financial advisors, Jess Patterson Wealth Management offers personalized solutions to help their clients navigate through every stage of the financial journey. Now, the Express will go to work on the power play, and this is what happens if you're the Bears and you make sloppy turnovers, unforced errors, and are playing defense for the first 3 minutes. You're going to eventually take a penalty or get scored on, and now here's a look inside that rings off the post. Hauser up top now. Here's Delicari. Back to Hauser. The behind the back flip to Johansson in the corner works. And now Johansson will come up with it. Back to Hauser. Swung over. Cordero shoots, and that's a good soak right in the back by Colby Condon, just eating the shot from outside. Here's a bounce shot. And that'll get swallowed up by Harvey. And a good slash there. Might have gotten away with one on the breakout for the Bears. Now here's a look inside. And oh my goodness, what a save by Reed. Sorry, Pachetti. What a save coming across. Sprawled out, throwing the stick up. Pachetti with a highlight reel save to keep the Express up by 2 here. And they score going back the other way. And we're going to take a look at that save by Pachetti. A good pass, threading the needle, and Bichetti falls on the first fake and then throws out the stick with a miraculous stick save. And with that, Reeve is back in net for the Bears. Maybe some equipment malfunction. And Joe Zer's got a hat trick for the Express. Here's Board on the outside now. Swung over to Hauser. Down low. Loose ball in the middle. Squirts out, and here comes Perrier. And wisely chooses to settle it down. Here's Vince over to Perrier. Here's a try from outside and gets back on the board for the Bears. Perrier just catching it up top, about 30 feet out, and he beats Bichetti on the far side of the net, hip high, right inside the post. Good looking shot there on the righty goaltender. And the captain for the Bears, Will Perrier, gets back to where they were at the beginning of the period. All the way around the net, couple fakes there, misses wide. Rebound picked up by the Express, and the underhand shot goes off of Reeve, and it gets stuck in his pad. Over the midline is the Bears. Swung over to the righty half boards. My goodness. Up top now. Good up pick there. Slips inside and had a man open. Pass just a little bit too low. And the rebound picked up by the Express. And they're across the midline now. Here's Lowe. Good pick there. Oh, they're going to call him moving. I don't know if that was a moving pick or if they just called it because he fell down, but I liked it. Now the Bears back the other way. And a shot trying to go short side on Bichetti with the bouncer off the pad into the boards, and the Express going back the other way. Over top, steps into one. Rebound goes to Whitaker, and Whitaker gets pushed into the crease, and that'll be going white ball. The definition of what a moving pick is, I find, changes from ages and levels that you play at. Because personally, I thought that was a fine pick. And maybe because the man fell down, they decided to call it moving. Now the Bears over top. Here's a shot, and that bounces off the boards and will be over and back violation. Regardless of if you're getting a moving pick or not, that offense for the Express has definitely been physical today. And sometimes you're okay with taking a couple of those moving picks just to make sure you assert yourself on the floor. People tend to think that offensive players just get beat up in the sport of lacrosse, but in fact, you can do quite a bit of damage with an up pick there when you're in the offensive zone. Bears now getting set up. Shot clock already down to 15. Swung over to Perrier, and he takes an underhand shot. Bichetti does a good job keeping his stick down there. Long outlet pass picked off by the Bears in the middle, coming back the other direction. They've got numbers to the man off the bench. Shot, short side, another save. Bichetti, back-to-back big saves in net for the Express. Moving laterally after the first one to get there for the rebound. And now Pachetti does it all. He finds the loose ball floating through the air and outlets it. Takes a weird hop, and now the Bears come up with it. They're going back the other way. Slow transition here. And the Bears are content to settle it down. Starting to turn into a little bit of a track meet here in the second period, as it often does with these long changes. D-guys have a little bit more freedom to get up the floor. All the way across the floor, and squeaks one in on Pachetti. LaPlante came off the bench, came around a couple picks there, and from a sharp angle, goes 5-hole again on Reeve in between that left leg and the stick. And the Bears are back to within one.
Bears goal with his second of the game, scored by number 22, Olivier LaPlante. Assist to number 12, Colby.
Loose ball finally picked up by the Express, and they've got numbers now. Here's Zunti coming in the right side, and he scores. Express with an immediate response off the face-off. All four Bears collapsing on that, and a man deep, and Zunti able to pick it up, turn on the burners, coming across the floor right to left as a righty, and maybe caught Reeve cheating a little bit, and he slips that inside the right post, and the 2-goal lead is restored for the Express. Here's Board now in the offensive zone. He says, why not? Why not? Hands free from 25. Yeah, I'll take that. And when they come in bunches for the Express. Just unguarded and able to get to the 2-4. And at that point, you've got your hands free. Why not? And the sidearm shot beats Reeve. Far side. Hip high along the post. Great shot there by Board. And he's got it again. Does he want more? No, he doesn't. He's content to wait for the offense to get on the floor. Hauser, toe drag underneath. On the lefty side now. Over top. Slips the pick. Steps around, tries to go far side, and a good save off the right pad of Reeve. And a big hit there. And Reeve got it now, and he's going to outlet this. A great pass to Cardinal. And Cardinal will flip it. And now here's Perrier in front. Oh, stopped too early there. Got to finish that one across the crease. And a good save by Pachetti, and now the Express in the offensive zone. Express banging bodies. Traffic through the middle here. Loose ball behind the net. Johansson finds it, tries to go inside. And I think Garcia's lucky he didn't get that one off. That might have been a penalty. Now the Bears in the offensive zone. Pick and roll here. Another pick. Up top. Underhand shot and steered aside by Pachetti. And we're going to have a penalty coming up here for a slash on the Bears, it looks like. An offensive zone penalty. And this power play is brought to you by Sawyer Construction. Looking for a reliable general contractor for your commercial or residential project? Look no further than Sawyer Construction. Their experienced team has the expertise to handle any job from new construction to renovations and everything in between. Contact Sawyer Construction tomorrow to learn more about their top-notch general contracting services. Now the Express power play will go back to work on a 2-minute slashing penalty on LaPlante in the offensive zone. And those And a big hit for he was going up to get the rebound. Maybe a couple choice words after. And here's a hard shot from outside into this chest of Reeve. Inside look now, and they get one. Prime example of taking a hit to make a play. As Delikari got laid out up top, but the play stayed alive for the Express, and rebound able to get down to the crease, and a good job getting a big step and reaching around the goalkeeper there. And what was once a 1-goal lead has now turned into a 4-goal lead, with the Express doubling the Bears at the moment.
Assistant number 4, Tyler
Delikari gets a well-deserved assist on that play.
from Delikari on the power play 10-40.
Up top board, down low. Here's Lowe, and he tries to go back short side. And a timeout called by the Bears, which seems necessary at this current moment. Now the Bears will go to work in the offensive zone. Here's an up pick. Vince flips it low on the left side. And there's a shot from LaPlante that misses wide. Bears are going to have to find a way to get inside the Saanich Express defense here, as Pichetti has been standing tall tonight and doing a good job on majority of the outside shots. And you see the Express offense. Lots of cutters, lots of big up picks. And right now it just seems the Bears offense maybe a little bit stagnant, with very perimeter movement and settling for shots that maybe don't have the highest percentage of success. Eight seconds left on the shot clock. Big shot from outside, and that goes off of Reeve, and the Express able to find it again. Up top, trying to swing it low, and that bounces off a couple sticks. And had the ball, but dropped it. It would have had a breakaway there. Up top, here's Cordera, and he shoots in a good save of the left pad of Reed. And a slash that made a lot of noise. Don't know if it caused a lot of pain. Made a lot of noise. And it leads to a goal for the Bears. That's LaPlante making a good move. Off the bench, catches it, plants that right foot hard, gets to the middle of the floor, and he's able to beat Pichetti. And if I'm the Bears, I'm saying that's what we need to do. That's the area we need to be shooting the ball from. right on the doorstep. We might have to work a little bit harder as an offense than maybe we have against some of our other opponents here, playing the top team in the league.
Assist to number 17, Hayden Cardinal. Time of that goal, 12:43. LeBlanc from Cardinal at 12:43.
And a little scruffle there. And we're going to have coincidental penalties called. And they're still yabbering in the penalty box. They're saying, hey, I'm tougher than you. No, I'm tougher than you. 2 minutes of roughing for number 16 for the Express, Gomez. And number 18, Connor Rant for the Bears. And it'll be a face-off, I believe, as that was a loose ball. No, they're going to give it to the Bears. Maybe I have to phone down to the timekeeper's box and see what these two young gentlemen are saying. And they're going to give the extra one to the Express. And it'll be a power play for the Bears now. It should. Referee's sorting it out. Might have to wait for the announcement to figure out what's exactly is going on here. But yes, it will be a power play for the Bears.
Penalties on the play. To Saanich's number 16, Sam Gomes. And Saanich number 12, Devin Zunti. 2 minutes each for roughing.
So they gave an extra roughing penalty to Hunty on the Express.
All of those penalties at 12:52 of the second period.
And a hard shot from outside that misses wide and bounces off the boards. And here's Borden. We know he's got jets. Separates himself coming in. And a good save there by Reeve. Loose ball picked up by the Bears as they move it. They've got numbers. They've got a 3-on-2 here. And a big hit, stand his man up. Great job by the Express defense. Streaking up the far side, cuts to the middle, takes the shot, misses short side. And that'll bounce out of bounds. It'll be Bears ball. Perrier now in the offensive zone. Gets it back. And the Bears power play will go to work. Up top. And I don't know if that's the shot you want to design a play for on the man advantage. But they got the reset and then get an interference call, and it'll be Express ball. Here's Lowe, and you can hear them yelling, slow it, slow it, slow it. Lowe looks backside, and Hauser tries to go far side on Reeve, and a good job by the goalkeeper. Stand tall. Here's McKee across half. McKee slowing things down. Perrier up to Perrier. Swung across. There's Perrier with a shot, and that goes off the pads of Pachetti into the corner and kicked all the way around the net. And that will do it for the 2-minute power play as the Express are back to even strength. Gomes and Rant will have to serve until the next stoppage of play with the coincidental roughings. Up pick there. Looks backside. Board. Quick stick. Misses wide. Reeve. Slow to get up. And the Express just heave it down the floor. And might get lucky here as they have a man down able to pick up the ball. Here's McKee looking inside. Pass completed, but no angle there. Here's LaPlante coming out of the corner. Gets to the middle, takes a shot. Rebound. Crease violation. It'll be Saanich ball. Miller swings it over to Hauser. Down back to Lowe on the near side. In the lefty shooter position, Lowe throws a fake. Now throws the ball. Hauser down low to the righty corner. Sets a seal there. And an underhand heave by Cordero that gets swallowed up by Reeve. And the Bears are going to have to hurry to get this across, and they're not going to do it in time. That'll be an 8-second violation. Good forecheck there by Lowe on the express to cause the Bears to turn the ball over with a 30-second violation. Lowe tries to go underneath, gets the stick stripped away, but the Express are able to find it. Here's Board, swings it far side. Face dodging underneath, comes underneath again. Crease dive, falling down. And they're going to have a crease violation. It'll be Bears ball. And the Express now are starting to press on the Bears, maybe seeing a couple lackadaisical turnovers, a little bit of sloppy ball handling, trying to take advantage of it and force those turnovers even more. Here's the up pick. Slip inside and a good pick and roll, but unable to come down with it. Handcuff the man inside a little bit. And now he gets out of it, goes across the middle, tries to go 5-hole. Had a little bit of daylight. I could see it from up here. And Pachetti, I don't know if you need to be throwing that inside. You just got a fresh 30. Now's when you want to hang on to it. And they're going to call it moving pick. I don't know if I love the look inside. Not a high percentage pass to complete after a fresh 30-second violation. Might want to think about settling it down a little bit there. And that pass will miss behind. And Reeve will find it in the crease, and he'll throw it up. Now the Bears are going to have an opportunity for a breakaway. And pass is too far in front. Seems like the Bears have been playing a bit of defense in this second period. Board swings it over top. Fakes the shot. Now comes around the top. Whitaker with a good shot from outside. And a big hit there on the Bears trying to break out. And they do a good job of getting it across the timeline. Pass looking for Vince inside. Misses him. And Vince with I don't know if you can call that a crease dive, more of like a crease hop. But gets called with the crease violation now. Here's Board. Why not? Tries to go again. Looking to go back to the same spot. Now the Bears will have a breakaway. And they will try to go 5-hole. Pachetti with a great stop. Here's Omen. Flips that to Delicari. Down low to Board. On the lefty half boards. Zer cutting through the middle with the ball. One-handed underhand shot misses wide. Now just trying to muck it is the Bears. And they will. And those two are still serving the coincidentals, being Gomes and Rant. And a look inside. Here's Perrier. Wraparound shot. And Pachetti with a great save. Up top, here's LaPlante. Swung over. Perrier takes another shot, looking to go far side corner off of the boards. Now the Express trying to break out, picked off inside. Hits the late man, it's Perrier, and he steps into one in a great soak there on the defensive end. And we got a man down in the defensive end for the Express, and we got a couple pushes and shoves happening in the offensive zone. And chaos to end the second period. here at the Q Center. After 40 minutes of play, Express leading by a score of 8-5. And that period, the score maybe not reflecting it, but seemed to be dominated by the Express. Doing a great job cutting off transition, taking advantage of some crucial mistakes made by the Bears. But give credit to the Bears, not their best period, but were able to battle back, and we're down by 2 at the beginning of the second period. Got it back to within 2 the whole time until the Express were able to run away with it a little bit there. But Bears battled back. It was once 8-4, it's 8-5. 3 goals is not that much in lacrosse. Just got to get the sticks a little bit hot. And with that on BC Sports TV, we will be back for third period action in just over 10 minutes' time. And we're back for third period lacrosse action at the Q Center in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia. And the second period ended with coincidental penalties to Miller and McKee. And that's an over and back call. And the Bears are quickly transitioning it up the floor. Thought about it for a second. Maybe the Bears had a talk in between periods, decided to take a little bit better care of the ball. LaPlante on the half board, slips underneath, bounces off a check, and we're going to have a moving screen called. It'll be express ball. Garcia on the far side half boards. Swings it up top. Here's Zanti. Right down the middle, and he scores. Zanti with a beautiful individual effort, catching the ball up top and splitting through, bouncing off one check, two check, and he goes 5-hole on Reeve. And the four-goal lead is restored for the Express.
Loose ball.
Picked up by the Express all the way right down the middle, and that one rings off the crossbar. Express had a man back, swung up to Johansson. Up Sean. Swung over to the left side. Here's Delikari up top to Hauser. Zunti, skip pass to the lefties. Zunti will get it back. Looks inside, a great feed to Delikari on a beautiful slip off the pick. And Reeve with a great save. Now the Bears will go to work. You got to think the Bears are going to have some sense of urgency in this third period if they want to get back into it. LaPlante slips underneath, tries to go far side, and a great save by Pichetti. Rebound controlled by the Bears, and a great hit by Lowe, who put the boomstick on Perrier. Up top, here's LaPlante. He'll step into one and score. And LaPlante hunts the bottom right corner on Pichetti, in a great effort behind the net to find that loose ball and get it up top. And LaPlante takes 3 steps, and from about 34 feet out, able to find the bottom right corner of the net. And now it's back to within 3. Face-off won by Express, but picked up by the Bears. And that's 4 for LaPlante. And we're going to have a penalty called on the Express here. Let's take a look at the replay and see if we can see what happened. And that'll be the hit over there they're going to call. Maybe a bit late for the officials' liking. And they're going to call hitting from behind. 4 minutes, that's right. And this is brought to you by Jenner Chevrolet. Jenner Chevrolet, they're not just Victoria's go-to dealership for all things cars and EV. They're also your truck specialist. Swing by Jenner Chevrolet today, tomorrow, to see what they can do for you in hooking you up with the car of your dreams. And the shot there, Pichetti does a good job falling on top of it, making sure it doesn't go in. Express need to get across the midline here, and Lowe will do that just in time. Bears bench letting him hear it. Skip bounce pass, looking for Upshawn inside, and he wasn't able to grab it. Now Upshawn with a scoop shot that misses wide. And now LaPlante, man, with the hot stick for the Bears, back into the offensive zone.
7 for 130.50. Claim your prize at the table by the front doors.
Bears working around the outside, up top, over to the lefty, back to the top. And a hard shot from outside. Goes off Pachetti, and it'll be a crease violation. And they just called crease violation, and they went to put it back into the crease and then get called by a back in. It's that same play for the Bears, though, with the top guy slipping through, screening the bottom guy coming up, and then giving it to the shooter. And Pachetti trying to outlet it. And we've got 4 Bears in the offensive zone still, and they cause the turnover for an 8-second violation. They've got a 4-on-2 here if they work for it. LaPlante inside, over to Perrier. And a great save, world class by Pachetti, going north to south or east to west, whichever way you want to look at it. Post to post, either way. First 2 minutes of that penalty gone. And Bears had too many men on the floor for a second and got away with one. Down low to LaPlante. Up top, Perrier back to LaPlante. And he'll step in, bouncer right into the chest of Pachetti. Pachetti just heaving this all the way down the floor. And Perrier back to pick it up. Here's Rant with it. Rant to the man off the bench. Gets it back. Up top to Perrier. Back to Rant. Back to Perrier. They got to get something on net here quickly. And Perrier just lets one fly from outside. And I don't know if that's the look they were going for on their man advantage. Just passing it up and back and forth up top. And settling for a shot with 3 seconds on the clock just to get something on net. Here's Rant. He hits Perrier. He's streaking. And Perrier's hard shot misses short side. And the rebound's picked up by the Express. Bouncing off a couple bodies is Whitaker. And he's streaking down. Bounces off one more. Hits the man coming across too high. Now the Bears have it. And this is LaPlante down in the offensive zone. A couple fakes. And a great save by Pachetti. LaPlante, the man with the hot stick for the Bears, gets robbed point blank. Tried to go fake far side, bring it back short side. And Pachetti was there. Here's the up pick. Trying to go inside. Loose ball battle now. Picked up by the Bears. Swung up to LaPlante. Let's see if he gets another go at it. And he will find the ball. Throws a behind the back pass that's just a little bit too high. Maybe got a little bit cute with that pass. Now the Express coming back the other direction. And the Express have killed off the whole 4-minute penalty, which has got to be a little bit deflating for the Bears as they're still trying to claw their way back into this one down by 3. Ball's loose in the corner. And it'll go to Reeve. Outlet it up to the half, and they'll get it across. Here's Vince with it. Vince hands it to LaPlante. LaPlante swings it across. Back to LaPlante. Down low. Quick catch all the way across. Oh, and another great save by Pachetti. Had the far side look if he wanted it and tried to go back short side to where the goalkeeper already was. Backhand flip inside. Another backhand that misses wide. Bears getting great looks. And a timeout called by the Express. The Bears getting looks point blank on the crease and trying to go back short side twice in a row from the lefty going across the crease. tries to go back short side, and Pachetti is there with the answer. You got to wrap that far side. You got to think. You get him moving. That's the simplest way, and it's been beaten to my head by coaches I've had throughout the years, that if you're coming across the crease and you just move with some pace, the goalie's not going to be able to get to the far post if you reach your stick around. Even if you get him dancing, and it's an easier shot than going back short side. But Bears with great fight so far in this third period. Unfortunate on the man advantage. They couldn't get one or two that would have really helped their situation at the moment. But still not out of it. 3 shots is all you need if you're the Bears. And you got to lock down defensively. Turn up the communication. Make sure you're not getting pick and roll without the man knowing the pick's coming. But the Express offense has been so active, doing a really good job with their motions. Swung over now on the left side. Skip pass backdoor to Johansson's a little bit too far behind. And now the Bears will work it up. Condon, he'll hand that off to Gron. Gron to LaPlante. Flip back to LaPlante. Goes far side this time, and he scores. LaPlante learning from his mistakes and does a great job on the pick and roll. And gets across the crease. Pachetti dropping down low, maybe thinking he was going to go back short side again. And LaPlante does a wicked job getting across and beating Pachetti to that far side post. And now the Bears are back within 2. Face-off won by the Bears. 5 of the 7 goals for the Bears have come by LaPlante. Now here's Johansson on a breakaway, and he misses wide. Board picks it up, puts on the brakes, swings it up top to Hauser. Hauser rumbling in front, takes a shot, and that misses wide. Hauser tries to find the rebound, takes a shot up top. No call on the play. Loose ball. And now LaPlante, he's feeling himself. Nice little swagger coming off the bench. He's got the ball now. Steps over top, comes around a pick. Swung over to the right side. Here's Perrier down to the other Perrier. Good pick and roll there by the right side. And now it's swung over. And here's a drive from outside. Rebound to LaPlante. He finds it, looking for the sock trick. And Pachetti does a great job getting down low and making the save. Here's Garcia. He might be in some trouble here. A double team comes, but he's able to escape it. Up top, swung over to Zunti. Zunti, backdoor to Garcia, who was all alone, but unable to connect on the pass. Loose ball now. Bears got to get it across. This is going to be an 8-second violation. And they're going to take an interference. I mean, might as well. You're about to take an 8-second violation. Might as well make it hurt a little bit in the process. Here's Zunti down low. Johansson coming to set a pick for him. Swung over to the left side. Here's Delikari. Pick coming. Comes over top the pick. Cordero comes over top. And on the run shot. Good stop there by Reeve. Cordero can shoot the ball, that's for sure. Delikari down low to Cordero. Cordero looks inside for Zunti, misses, but Johansson's going to find it off the boards now. Cordero just heaves one. That misses wide. I don't know why the Express were so eager to shoot there. They still had 11 seconds left, but now the Bears are in the offensive zone. Here's Corbin. He'll pass that over to Condon. Splitting the defenders. Ball comes loose, and Rant's able to pick it up. And he hums one short side trying to go high. And Pachetti's there. And the Bears get it up top. LaPlante coming off the change. He comes over top, makes a move, gets to the middle here. Couple fakes. Shot and misses wide. But the Bears able to find the rebound. Here's Ront. Skip pass, backdoor, handcuffs the man. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And here's a drive that misses wide, short side. And just batted down into the Express defensive zone. Miller will flip it and go for a change. Here's Upshawn. Face dodge is underneath. Delikari handles that. Back to Upshawn. Spins underneath. Whitaker going to the middle. Upshawn behind the cage now. Over to Whitaker. Whitaker cross and a great looking feed there. And a beauty for Ethan Whitfield. Just left all alone on the doorstep. Catches it. Able to go back across the grain on Reeve. And maybe a little bit of miscommunication by the Bears defense.
Saanich goal. The second of the game is scored by number 11, Ethan Whitfield.
Bears able to strip the ball. Still down by 3 here with under 8 to play. Over top, flip to LaPlante. LaPlante up to Rant. Rant will leave that to Cardinal. Back to LaPlante. Swung over to Perrier, and Perrier takes a drive. And that one off the right arm of Pachetti. Now in the corner. Gets it out. Express are going to have numbers here. No, they're not. Bears might have gotten away with a bit of a quick change. Here's Zunti on the near side half boards. Swung over to the lefties. Cordero. Backside to Zunti. Over to Upshawn. A great passing play by the Express to find the man in the middle. And Reeve does a really nice job getting the right arm up on that one. Upshawn was trying to go back short side. Bears getting into urgency time. Swung. LaPlante tries to go behind the back. Loose ball picked up by the Bears. 8 seconds left. Trying to go in front. Trying to go into the corner. And that'll bounce across, and the Express will pick it up. If you're the Express right now, the clock is your friend. Unless you're Whitaker and you just want to go to the rack. But he does a good job evading pressure and now swings it up. Johansson. Zunti swung over to the left side. Garcia goes underneath, getting in front, tries to go short side. And Reeve standing tight to that post makes the save. Backdoor look for Whitaker. Zunti going to the middle. Across. Takes a big hit in the process. Gets a shot off. That'll be a reset. Whitaker comes up with it. And tries to give it to Johansson. And Johansson maybe got a little too cute with it. Tried to make a one-handed catch. Missed it. It'll be an over and back Bears ball. LaPlante up top. Swung over to Perrier. That's too far in front. Behind the net now. Hamilton spins out of a couple checks. And they're going to have another penalty coming here to the Express for a cross check. Bears will get another shot at the power play. Try and bring this within 2 with 5:23 remaining. And this power play is brought to you by Chase On Nutrition Fitness Coaching. Are you tired of falling short of your fitness goals? Do you feel like you're working harder than ever yet not getting the results you wanted? It's time to do things the smart way. Contact Chason Nutrition and Fitness Coaching to find out what they can do for you to help you achieve your fitness and lifestyle goals. That's Chason, Chiasson. Bears setting up the power play. Here's Perrier. That pass goes through the stick of Rant. Other Perrier finds it. Swung over LaPlante. Trying to go short side, misses, and that'll be over and back. No, it won't, but it'll be a 30-second violation. Express get the raggers out on the floor. Upshawn bounces it over to Hauser. Delicari on the far side, dancing with it. Putting on a couple moves, puts the brakes on, turns the wheels back on. Fights off a double team and kills the whole 30 seconds there for the Bears. That's valuable time being eat up by the Express on the rag. Bears are going to have to get something going here sooner rather than later. You don't have time to kill this all the way down to below 10. Whatever play you're running, you got to run it right away if you're the Bears. Perrier shoots it, he scores. There you go, that's how you do it. Sending the top guy all the way around the net. Seal from the shooter. Perrier comes up from the crease, catches it. Time and space in the righty shooter position, and he's able to beat Pichetti far side. 3:54, two-goal lead for the Express. Do the Bears have a comeback in them tonight?
Westshore power play goal. His second of the game, scored by number 26, Will Perrier. Assist to number 2, Dylan Hamilton. And number
Perrier
18,
down low in the far righty corner.
Top of that goal, 16,
Comes over top, swing down to Rant. Rant over to LaPlante.
Hamilton and Rand.
Trying to swing it back to Perrier. Hits a stick, and we're going to have a breakaway for the Express. Gomes switches hands. Lefty to righty, and he buries 5-hole. And he's fired up. Good job by the Express knocking that one down. And Gomes picks it up, carries it in his left hand all the way, right in front of the crease, switches righty, and he's able to sneak that one between the wickets. And 3-goal lead restored for the Express. Face dodge. Now into the corner. Express are in time kill mode. And moving screen called on the Express. Bears going back the other way. Into the corner. Whatever the Bears are going to do, they got to do it fast. LaPlante looking to complete the sock trick. Inside to Perrier. Tries to go short side. And Pichetti gets across. Great lateral movement by the Express goalkeeper. Swung back over to LaPlante. He'll step into one. Trying to go short side hip, and Pichetti's there. And now the Express with a 2-on-0. 2-on-1, sorry, but lose the ball. Bears find it. Spins off a check in the corner. Maybe a bit of a sell job in the corner by the Express man who thought that should have been a moving pick. LaPlante on the near side half boards. Comes off the pick. Flips it. Rant inside. And that one will go through. Express will pick it up. Great individual effort. But, he can't find the ball. Came loose as he was trying to swing it. Here's Perrier. Go to the net, big fella. You got under 2. You're down by 3. Vince. Bears get all 6 on the floor. Perrier gets it back. Over to Vince. And loose ball in the corner. Still loose. Picked up by the Express and just heaving one on net. And it's not going to go. A very disappointing 6-on-5 for the Bears there. Sorry, that's Harvey doing some running, getting his legs moving. Bears got to go. LaPlante underneath. Here's Perrier off the bench. He'll take a shot. Misses high and wide. Rebound picked up by the Bears again. 1 minute to go. Look inside for Perrier, and a great defensive job there by Board. They call that it back in, and the Bears will take a timeout here. With 55 seconds to go in the third, Bears down by 3. Let's see what they draw up here. Whatever it is, it's got to be fast. And this one's whistled in. Bears will go to work. Up top now, Perrier swings it over. Whatever they're doing, they got to go. Perrier over to Rant. Skip past the righties, and that is not what you need. Behind the net, Perrier comes up with it. You got to go here. LaPlante gets a shot on net, and Pachetti does a great job making the save. Gomes comes up with it, looking for the cage. Perrier finds it. Bounces off a check. They've got a 2-on-1. Perrier across. Bouncer. And Pachetti with another save. And we've got some rough stuff in front of the net here. Maybe a little bit of frustration from the Bears. Referees ushering players to the benches. And they're going to get Cardinal on a roughing penalty, I believe. Nothing for the man for the Express. And 17 seconds, I'd say this wraps it up quite nicely with a bow on it for the Express, who in my mind have played a cleaner game tonight as far as taking care of the ball, taking care of transition, creating high-quality offensive scoring opportunities, and forcing the Bears to take low-percentage shots. And a disappointing 6-on-5 play for the Bears where they don't even get a shot until 7 seconds and then take a penalty. Burn 23 seconds on a 6-on-5 with under a minute to go. And referees talking it over with the captains. And they're going to call a face-off here. The Bears have had their opportunities tonight, but the Express have been able to respond to everything. Bears good on a 2-goal run. The Express answer back with a 2-goal run of themselves. Loose ball picked up by the Bears into the offensive zone. And LaPlante trying to do something here. Gets to the net. Crease violation called. 4 seconds left, and that will do it for tonight's game. And the Express will move to 10-0 on the season, undefeated. They remain.
The Bears are back at it 1 week from tonight, an 8 o'clock start right here at the Q Center.
And the Bears did their best. But the Express were the better team tonight, and they get rewarded with a victory. I'd like to thank you for joining me on the call for this one. It was an exciting game with a lot of festivities tonight. Big shout out to all our wonderful sponsors at BC Sports TV, Chase On Nutrition, Fitness Coaching, 6 Mile Pub and Eatery, Jenner Chevrolet, Jess Patterson Wealth Management, and Sawyer Construction. I'm Jake Foster for BC Sports TV saying thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening and the rest of your weekend.